Have you ever watched someone else's life move forward while yours felt completely still? A friend gets engaged. Someone you went to school with just bought a house. A colleague gets promoted, and you are sitting there quietly wondering, why not me? Why does it feel like everyone around me is being blessed and I am just waiting? If that thought has ever crossed your mind, even once, I want you to stay with me today, because what I am about to share might be the thing your heart has been needing to hear for a long time. You are not behind. God is just preparing you. Let me start with something that nobody really talks about, honestly. Comparison is not just painful. It is a lie. What you see when you look at someone else's life is never the full picture. You see the wedding photos, but not the years of loneliness that came before. You see the promotion, but not the rejections, the late nights, the moments of doubt. You see the highlight. You never see the preparation. And here is the thing about social media, and even just watching people around you. It is designed to show you the arrival, never the journey, never the cost. So when you look at your own life and all you can see is the waiting, the silence, the unanswered prayers, and you compare that to what everyone else seems to have right now, you are comparing two completely different things. You are comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's final scene. That is not a fair comparison. And God never asked you to make it. Now, I want to talk about something that changed the way I see seasons of waiting. Every single person in the Bible that God used in a big way went through a long period of preparation first. Not a short one, a long one. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before God spoke to him. 40 years. That is not a weekend. That is a lifetime of feeling like nothing is happening. David was chosen by God as a young man and then went straight back to the fields to look after sheep. He waited years before he ever became king. Years of being overlooked, hunted, and forgotten by the people around him. Joseph had a dream from God at 17 years old. He did not see that dream come true until he was 30. And in between those years, he was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. Not exactly the fast track to success. But here's what I want you to notice. In every single one of those stories, the waiting was not wasted. The wilderness was not punishment. The prison was not the end. It was preparation. Moses learned humility in those 40 years. He could not have led 2 million people without it. David learned to trust God completely before he ever had power. Joseph developed a character in that prison that would later allow him to lead an entire nation without losing himself. The waiting built something in them that the blessing alone never could have. And God is doing the same thing in you right now. So what exactly is God building in you during this season? I think there are 3 things. The first is character. It is easy to trust God when everything is going well. It takes a completely different kind of faith to trust Him when nothing makes sense. In that faith, the kind that holds on in the dark, is not something you can just create overnight. It has to grow. It has to be tested. And the season you are in right now is growing it. The second is clarity. Sometimes the reason God has not moved you forward yet is because you are not fully clear on where you are going, or more importantly, who you are becoming. Being still has a way of doing what being busy never can. It strips away the noise and forces you to sit with the real questions. What do I actually want? What does God actually want for me? what matters and what does not. The third is room. Think about it this way. If God gave you right now everything He has planned for you, could you handle it? Not just in real life, emotionally, spiritually. The blessing He has prepared for your future needs a version of you that does not fully exist yet. And this season is the process of becoming that person. The delay is not the denial. It is the development. I want to say something directly to you before we close. I do not know exactly what your waiting looks like. Maybe it is a relationship that has not come yet. Maybe it is a dream that feels like it is taking forever. Maybe it is healing, or a breakthrough with money, or getting back something that was lost. Maybe you have been praying the same prayer for so long that you have started to wonder if God is even listening. He is listening, and He has not forgotten you. The fact that you are still standing, still showing up, still believing even when it is hard, that is not weakness. That is one of the most powerful things a person can do. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. And what God is preparing you for is worth every single day of this season. Hold on. If this spoke to something in your heart today, I would love to hear from you. Write in the comments what is weighing on you right now, and I will pray for it to change. Whatever you are carrying, you do not have to carry it alone. And if you want more encouragement like this through the week, subscribing takes 2 seconds, and it genuinely helps this channel reach people who need it. You did not find this video by accident. God bless you.